Hi, my name's Aisha, and I'm going to be talking to you today about sign language. So there are three different types of sign language. There is American Sign Language, PSE, which is like Pidgin Sign Language, and SEE, which is Signed Exact English. So ASL, American Sign Language, is visual language, and speech and reading is not needed for it. So ASL is what you see most common. Pidgin Sign Language uses the vocabulary from ASL, but it doesn't use the English word order, so it's kind of like a slang. And then Signed Exact English is based on the ASL sign, but they use more expansions such as like endings and tenses and prefixes. So sign language has been around since the 1970s. When it's combined with speech, it's called total communication, and it's effective for individuals with ASD and individuals who have a limited communication repertoire. It has been said that it's not good for individuals with motor impairment, but studies have shown that if it's taught properly and with the right intensity, children and individuals with motor impairment can be able to understand and use sign language. Sign language is iconic. It's easy to prompt in that you can go in with a full physical prompt if needed. You can also use a model prompt and have the learner imitate what you're doing. It's easy to shape in that if they are making some mistakes or their signs don't look the way that they should be, you can go in and do like a partial physical and move their fingers, or go in with a full physical prompt also. It's also visual and portable in that you can see it and you can take it anywhere that you go. The results of sign language are that it is quick and it teaches complex learning of vocabulary. So there are like a vast amount of vocabulary in sign language. For example, this one is cookie, and then this one is candy. So you can teach a multitude of vocabulary when you're teaching sign language. Um, Another thing about sign language is you can teach it across all individuals and settings. So for example, you can teach it to young children, but you can teach it to adults also. You can also teach it to individuals who have different developmental disabilities, and it can be taught across the home setting, the school setting, and the community setting. So when we start teaching sign language to young kids, specifically at the clinic that I work at, we start by teaching uh, the most basic needs. So we have to determine the initial target. So we start by teaching all done and help, and more. And so those are the basic signs that young children can learn so that they can get their basic needs met. And once they learn those signs, then we can move on to the more complex signs. So those are just some basics about sign language, and I hope you enjoyed the video.